Okay, all right. Try something a little bit different. I'm gonna do this live, but I'm gonna use this as a guide. I've noticed just looking at it around like YouTube and everything and social media, a lot of people are looking at Asuka. And for those who have not seen or played Asuka, he's quite the interesting character. Considering he's I don't know, he's just a mage. This mage has all these spells to worry about, right? And you call them all down at the bottom where his meters are, of course. Now, I'm not an Asuka main by any means, but I understand kind of how he works. I understand how he works, and I understand kind of what you can do with him, because you're kind of playing a different game. But with 2.0, he only has this as a means of recovering his mana. I don't think he can do in terms of recovering, which is honestly very slow, as you see. What does that mean? What that means is more than likely you're going to run out of mana. It's just inevitable. He's essentially kind of like Zato, which is ironic because that's what my main is, in a way, where you're gonna lose Eddie inevitably, just like in the situation you're gonna lose mana. That's just what's gonna happen. There's nothing you can do about it. So, let's see. Where did we start with them? In terms of Asuka, normals, of course. This is punch. Let me cut this off real quick. It's not gauge settings. What is it? Menu settings, right? Here we go. Let's punch. Let's kick. Slash. Hot slash. So that's his ground normals, of course. Hold up, I didn't get one for the air normal. For his air normals, hold up. With punch, kick, flash, hot slash, aerial punch, aerial kick, aerial slash, aerial hot slash. In terms of jumping in, this is the move. This is kind of how he does. This is standard air dash. His jump dust. This is jump dust. And dust. Crouching P. Crouching K. Crouching slash. Crouching slash. Crouching high slash. Crouching dust. As you see, crouching dust is like incredible. So, knowing now how, let's see, go over next. That's the normals. Okay. So, Asuka is a spellcaster. He uses the little 4 cards that you see on the bottom above his tension gauge. These little cards are spells. And let's see. How do I explain this? So the one with Asuka facing right, meaning you're on the left side, your back facing the left of the screen, your forward facing the right of the screen. If you start from left to right, the first square is triggered by the punch button. The second square is triggered by the kick. The third is triggered by slash. The fourth is triggered by high slash. And how you would cast these is you would use quarter circle forward, the corresponding button to cast the corresponding card. So if I wanted to get the earth move, I'll place it up on the edit. I'll press quarter circle forward and high slash. If I wanted to use, of course, every time you reset training mode, you get different cards. I'll go over the cards momentarily because that's a whole nother page and it's gonna be a minute to go there. Right now we're talking about the basics. His quarter circle back is how you pull cards. In 2.0, they changed this so you wouldn't have to pull it twice. Before, you would have to pull the card, which would empty the slot, so it would look like that. Then you had to use quarter circle back, then the corresponding card button to get a card back. So you have to do this twice. But now, in 2.0, they added it so that way all you have to do is input the command. It will discard the card and pull the card in the same movement, which is really cool. Keep in mind, doing this does cost a little bit of mana too, as you see it going down. So since we're talking about the gauge and everything, see that number on the left side? That is how many cards you have left in what's called your test case. Test case are kind of it's like imagine them like decks. So like your first deck has a lot of projectiles in it, a lot of like distance-based moves. And it does have a not a mana region card, but I'll talk about the mana cards when I talk about the cards in general. But there are mana interaction cards, if you will. More on those later. So test case changing is when you change from the crescent moon to like half moon or full moon. And to do this, you would press down, down, high slash. And when you press down, down, high slash, you kind of enter this thing where he's pulling a moon out the book. Now, if you punch, kick, or slash, you will change the test case. If you do, so the whole input is down, down, high slash, and punch per test case 1, which is your default test case, the one you start in. But down, down, high slash, kick turns into moon. And you see the number on the bottom has changed. If I go to test case 1, you see it's 16 cards left in that deck. If I go here, there are 30 cards left. Now you're probably wondering, well, the reason why 30 isn't there when you first start is because it's 26 cards and your first 4 are already laid out. These are just the cards that's sitting in reserve. Just keep that in mind. This number sticks to the test case. So as you pull through your test case, it will go down. And then once it hits 0, like for example, see this card here? I use that card, there's no more, right? Now, once this resets, those cards come back. You can use them again. Again, we'll go over cards later in terms of what they do. Now, let's see. Your test cases, down, high slash, corresponding buttons. Cash thing is quarter circle forward punch, kick, slash, or high slash, put in the corresponding button. What's the other one? Oh, charge. The charge is down, S. Down, S, you can charge a little bit. It's cool. You can get like 2K2D instant charge. Any kind of wicked moment you have, you want to pop this just a little bit, just to kind of keep your mana up. I mean, granted, it is going to run out eventually, but you never know. You probably could pull out some really crazy plays with it. So play around that for sure. Next thing I would say is, this is kind of the coolest thing about this character. So in 1.0, when he came out, his regular standard thing, he worked a little bit differently. He had cards that had staves that he would, like staves that he would just plant. And when he planted them, they would change the behavior of his projectiles. Well, these staves are now no longer cards, but it's a regular move now. And he has 2 of them, but they change based upon the test case you're in. So to kind of showcase this, when you're in test case 1, if you press down, punch, you get acceleration staff. Acceleration staff raises the speed of how your projectiles move. When you press down, kick, you get deceleration staff. So your projectiles slow down. Now, since it's based upon test case, if you go to test case 2 and press down, punch, you get this. This is, I believe, the gravity up staff. Yep. So projectiles will go up and down and bounce from there. And then if you do down, kick in test case 2, you get this, which I believe is the gravity, gravity down for your projectile stuff. What's also cool about these particular ones, same thing with acceleration actually. You see that glyph beneath Asuka? That glyph affects him in terms of speed. This is him without it, this is him with it, this is him without it. But there's a little bit of a difference there. Same thing with this one. He jumps higher now versus his regular height. Then if you use, the gravity one, his jump is shorter. So now he can do short hop stuff. He does have a double jump, so keep that in mind. He can't jump up after a dash, but keep that in mind. Test case 3, he has the attraction staff. Now this one's cool because they swirl around it. And then of course, the other one you have repulsion staff. What? Wait, my bad. You have a repulsion staff, which will bounce things away from the core of it. Now, in test case 3, these are always in the center of the screen. If you're full screen and you pop this, it goes into the center of the screen. So think of the clock as a spot where it's gonna pop up. If you wanna kind of gauge where the position is gonna be, it's wherever the clock is, whatever the round time marker is. If you pop that staff, well, not this one, in test case 3, if you pop these staffs, it's gonna be at the clock. Always in the middle of the screen between you and your opponent. So those staffs you can really do some cool stuff with. And if you have, let's see, if you have vacuum staff here, yeah, it can get kind of wild. So you can really experiment with using the staffs, in mid, in mid pressure. You can do kind of, let me see, hold on. You can do some stuff where you put the staff down to accelerate. Now you can speed up all your projectiles. You can essentially use the staffs to manipulate the situation. The staffs also interact with your super. Versus a normal speed. And of course, this is acceleration and deceleration. But same thing here. Bounces it. So think of it as a cube that will behave the exact same way. But you can do the super with K, and you get a projectile that is not affected by the staff. Something more this that you see. The one with the little lift around is not affected by the staff, but the punch version will be affected by the staff. Isn't that cool? So now let's go over the cards themselves. Oh my gosh, bro. Again, there are 3 test cases. There's 3 test cases. Test case 1, test case 2, test case 3. And I have tab open. Where's that tab at? Let me see. Because, bro, we're going to the dust loop. We got to go to dust loop here because it's just that freaking important. Okay. How's it look? Can y'all see this? Okay. So let's go over the spells and what they do. First and foremost, each one of these test cases has a total of 30 cards. Your first one will be your first 4 cards will be loaded, and it's going to be random in your test case. And if you look at these, you have one of, there's the card here above, and then you have beneath it the number of cards that correspond to it. So if you look at this one, it's one of these cards here. 2, 7, 6. You see most of these are the projectile cards, but if you go in test case 2, the same cards are there, but there's not as much. Same thing with test case 3. So what that tells you too is you can always count on these cards to be available. This water cube, lightning cube, and wind cube. They're in every single test case. But you start seeing some other ones that are very unique. For example, test case 3 is the only one that has teleporter. I know that one's a teleport card, but we're gonna talk about all of them one at a time. So here we go. Let me see if I can okay. Here's the first one. Reduce mana cost. So TLDR, this card right here essentially reduces the amount of mana required to cast different spells. This one here recovers your mana continuous. So what that looks like, I think I can just set it, right? Character specific settings. Test case 1. Here we go. Spell slot. So we're looking for recover mana, right? Yep. Recover mana continuous. So this card here. No. This card here. If you have this and you pop this, your mana just goes up. Yeah. Recover a mana instant. This one here instantly restores 40% of your mana. It's a good tool for managing mana, acts as a stronger version of recover mana. It is limited by the distance penalty. Distance penalty? Wait a minute, what? Oh. Wait a minute. Distance penalty? Wait a minute. I think I might just learn something new. You mean tell me the closer I am to my opponent, the faster my recovery is. Is that what that means? Huh. The more you know. The more you know. See, that's why Dust Loop's a good thing. So this card, recover mana instant. This card recovers that much of your mana. Bookmark full import. Bookmarks a spell into all current open slots. Spell is best used after all of the spells in your hand. Ugh. This spell is best used after all other spells in your hand have been used up. So essentially just reload your deck real quick without you having to run the commands. So for example, import. What's that? Let's go to marker mean. Oh, teleport. Okay. Whatever. If I use these up, right? And I want to essentially fill up my whole deck again, I just use full card input. And my whole deck automatically gets refilled. So once you have this card here and you're in a situation where all these three are empty, if you use full card import, it just refills everything instantly. Now we got the bookmark random import. Discards all currently bookmarked spells, then bookmarks 4 spell slots. Good to get when you have multiple bricks in your hand, which is like stuff that is not a good look. So say I know what situation I can write. So random import. Say I got is it Metron Arpeggio? Is that the explosion? No, that's actually a really, really good one. Jeez. Yeah, I got like, I don't know. What is the move? Metron Screamer. We'll get to them all, but I've been in this situation so many times where I have like these, and I have like, but if I have this random import, it just swaps everything anyway. Then I got this, so now I can just go see the vision. Then let's see. Back. Where were we? Now we are at auto import. Applies a buff that automatically bookmarks a new spell after using chant for 5 seconds. Under the right circumstances, this spell could be game ending, as Asuka effectively has infinite spells when it's active. So if you have this card, bookmark auto import. You have this card, you automatically then so if you have this card, you could imagine things can get real interesting when you have this and this. And then even on top of that, you can even add wands into the mix as well. So you can even get silly when you change test case. you can really like experiment with all these different projectiles. And with that a card like that, you can be in a situation where you just shoot mad projectiles at one time without having to worry about anything. Then end with something like this. You have 2 bookmark, you know, auto imports or whatever. Then you can use this last one, then do this, and it doesn't interfere with the other one. So you can always you can come back. So how your cards kind of overlap themselves can be very interesting, and you kind of have to, in a way, it's kind of like playing Faust. With Faust, those items in the air, you have to react based upon what's happening with said item. You have that same kind of game plan here, where you don't know what spell is going to be next, so you have to just kind of think on the fly and figure out kind of what you want to do. And just come up with something. Okay, we talked about the staves. So shooting time, stretch, accelerate. Place the staff that increases the speed and power of moving projectiles for zoning. Extremely strong zoning staff. The added speed makes it challenging to destroy them, because you know you can hit the cubes and stuff. And let's see. Added a really? I did not know that. That's new information too. Often necessitating the use of more spells to maintain the combo. The added wall bounce opens up new corner combos. The bounce is significantly less than Metron's Screamer. So, wait a minute. You're telling me acceleration in the corner that's interesting. If you have acceleration up and you use water cube, you get a wall bounce. Huh. That's really, really good, because that means you can do... Whoops. Let me do that. What if I did... No. Pretty good, because it keeps bouncing off the wall. That's from this. Okay. Significantly less. So what is it with Metron's Screamer then? Yeah, I can see what you're saying. That's crazy. Okay, shooting time, decelerate. So this one places a staff that decelerates the speed of projectiles or to control space for longer. Slower moving projectiles can come a continuous threat for the opponent, forcing an attack through it, potentially allowing Asuka to either approach behind projectiles or use time to manage resources. Let's see. In pressure, it's a strong setup tool as the added guard crush and extra frame advantage per cube. Metron lets Asuka create long and advantageous pressure sequences. So deceleration changes the data. and makes Guard Crush happen. Okay, so wait. Which ones though? Let's see. Well, I'll be damned. And then, wait. So, okay. This is Frame Advantage 19. Wait, let me take that off. Okay. 1 and 2. So water. Let's see. Give me you. Okay. So you're telling me it's plus 16 now from 5? 21? Wait. You can't, okay. Good to know. But wait. 16. This is 21 frames. I wish it was an overhead, but it's not overhead anymore. Below. That's interesting. I didn't record command normals. There you have his command normals. Forward H. Forward K. And of course 6P. Okay. Where was I at? Let's see. Oh yeah. Deceleration staff. Deceleration staff. The deceleration staff also adds guard crush on cubes. Keep that in mind, because in the corner, not only does it do guard crush, but it, which means you can get a lot more pressure, but you easily can just kind of overwhelm your opponent because he's stuck in guard stun. But if they do get hit, then if they do get hit, oh wait, my bad. acceleration staff. Sorry about that. Do that again. Acceleration staff. When you have acceleration staff, makes your projectiles faster. Also, in the corner, if you hit them with a cube, you get a wall bounce. So with acceleration staff, you also go faster. And because you get wall bounces, you can really, like, you know, play around with combos and everything as well here too. As you can see, with acceleration staff in the corner, you can pull out some crazy combos with spells just because you're bouncing them off the wall repeatedly. Keep in mind, you can kind of do them midway. You can start maybe with, I don't know, you start with acceleration staff, break their guard, switch to deceleration staff, slow things down. I don't know, speed it up to get to this. You can be real creative with it, but keep in mind, you will run out of mana. Staff uses about this much mana. Okay, so in test case 2, we have I'll pass filtered gravity. Places a staff that extends the height of Asuka's jumps as well as certain spells to rise upwards. Let's use 2 for offense with very strong buff for neutral, especially against characters who allow on strong air options. Using any projectile while the staff is active effectively cuts off the airspace from the opponent, but it does open up Asuka to low profile attempts. The strange trajectory also makes it significantly harder to destroy the cubes with normals, which means you will get much more setup time. You got an added jump height, so blessing and the curse. They got more time to react to anti-airs, but the neutral gets kind of weird because you jump all over the place and you're way more annoying. They can't get to you. Let's see. Vertical launch speed on hit is increased by 100%. Oh, see that? So vertical launch speed on hit increased by 100%. Projectiles on hit bounce back down to the ground underneath the opponent. Projectiles on hit bounce back down to the ground underneath the opponent. What does that mean? I mean, yeah, that is very, very different in terms of, yeah, that's big on height. So this is also really good. This is also really good for getting kind of some combos down, because this is increasing the height that they bounce, while also increasing your ability to jump as well. That high. Okay. Danger. Low pass filter gravity. Low pass filter gravity. This is also one test case too. This is down K. Places a staff that reduces the jump height, causing spells to bounce along the floor, makes the opponent's ground bounce on hit. Makes the opponent ground bounce on hit. Okay. Perhaps counterintuitive to some, reducing Asuka's jump height is often beneficial. His jump becomes a King of Fighters style short hop. Danger. Means an instant rising JD is able to hit crouching opponents for a quick 19 frame overhead. Oh, that's interesting. So you saying I can do this? More on that later. with some saucy stuff here. Let's keep that in mind. You also have, which means in the corner, this full slash becomes a 50-50. More on that later. What you're saying is, if I have this, that's even crazy. That's pretty dope. Who am I talking to? I'm recording everything pretty much, but I'm doing it while I'm streaming. And I'm gonna take this footage and chop it up. Now, oops. This is now a threat because now 50-50. Even without it, it's not bad, but it's not as crazy. And you can dash out of that as well, so. Kind of getting ahead of myself on some Asuka stuff. Okay. This says it also there's a ground bounce on hit. So what do you mean? Well, I'll be damned. So that means if I have this here, okay, this is completely changing my perspective on how to play this character. And I'm gonna do some experimentation. And Sean, I'm gonna hop in there a little bit, bro. I just wanna get this experimentation out so I can chop it later. Okay. I'm gonna do my summary of the stats in a minute. Can I put that last beat? The one I just played or this one? This one?
Danger.
I'll send it to you. Okay, let's see. Gravity rod shooting. Yeah, this one. Oh my gosh. Places a staff that draws all nearby cubic Mastron spells for 5 seconds. In place, any cubic Mastron spell that comes near the gravity rod shooting will fly towards it, sort of an orbit, creating a massive, persistent threat. Greatly restricts their opponent's movements. Has to be respected. Additionally, if close enough, hitting them will cause them to be launched toward the staff. So that I did know. This can be used to stay plus on block while keeping their opponent close as well to create massive combos. Oh, you can change the staff placement. Oh, that changes everything. That changes everything. You mean to tell me I can? That's kind of crazy. So you're telling me, hold up. Can I make it lower? I can? Okay. So you realize bruh, this character's fantastic, bro. So Abu hits this. I mean, okay. So wait a minute. So so if it's close, if it's behind me, right? No. This. and they yeet toward me? Bruh. I know that. Oh, okay. Too far. Okay. So vacuum staff. Vacuum staff takes cubes and essentially put them in orbit for you. If you do hit your opponent, wrong one. If you do hit your opponent, they get wrapped up in the vortex as well. This can create some really wonky situations too. On test case 3, no, test case 3, down K gives you repulsion staff, which repels everything. Oh wait, we didn't go over repulsion staff yet. We're still on gravity raw shooting, which is, yeah, gravity raw shooting. And you can control the placement by pressing left, right, up or down. You can essentially put it up in the corner, in the middle, in between you. You can put it wherever you want to put it. Repulsive raw shooting. Places a staff that repels cube neutron spells for 5 seconds. If close enough, hitting the opponent with any cube will push them away. Okay. On block, it can be used to pull the opponent closer while staying advantageous. Wait, I thought that's what the other one did. Am I tripping? Make sure I'm reading that right. On block, it can be used to pull the opponent closer while staying advantageous. On hit, the opponent will be knocked down in a tumble state, allowing combos after. Usually placed behind opponent after a knockdown or on hit. Oh. Behind the opponent. Wait a minute. So you're saying if I put a repulsion staff behind you, hit you, you bounce toward me. Okay. So that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. So, okay. Each one of these staffs, acceleration staff, deceleration staff, I'm gonna call this anti-gravity well. Anti-gravity. Gravity well. Attraction staff. Propulsion staff. Gravity. Gravity. No. Gravity. In test case 3, if you press a direction, you can change the position of the staff. Same thing for the potion staff as well. Bear in mind, this only works with the test case 3 staffs, but not the ones in test case 2. Okay, so gonna go over all the spells real quick. I'll stop where things get, if anything seems interesting, and I'll test them. The cubes, these are the actual names of everything. So you have Howling Matron, that's the blue water cube. Fast moving projectile, harassment tool neutral, lower damage, less hit stun. Delayed Howling Matron, fires a multi-hit projectile, low startup, excellent box swing combo tool on block. It gives you frame advantage, allowing for two bookmarks or some mana gain. Howling Metron MS processing. This is wind cubes, 3 of them. 3 fast moving projectiles, upper, lower ones are angled. Controls a lot of space. Lower cube can hit moves that with low profile from farther out, like Soul's Might Rate Vortex. I'm wondering if it hits Troll to Big Tree too from Eno. Who knows? Metron Screamer, 808. Big Fireball. Fire, short range projectile, guard crushes. Pulses a wall bounce in the corner on hit. Keep in mind, your stats probably affect that too if you use that. Metron Arpeggio. I love this spell. This is in test case 3, I think. This one fires, a portal opens up and then cubes just fall out of it. It's crazy. I love this spell. Delayed TARDIS Metron. That's slow cube. Really big, slow, big cube. Terra Metron. Long range projectile that hits low when using the ground. Not hit low when used in the air. Is it an overhead? That's a great question. Let's see. All guard, crouch, disabled lock switching. This one, right? Okay, so. Okay, so it's you could still be guarded low in the air. Okay. Okay, just making sure. That would be crazy if it was an overhead if you jumped. That's Pitter Metron. That's pretty much Kunsight from Blaze Blue. Overhead projectile. If you happen to have Terra Metron in your hands, any block shrink in the 50-50 from over half screen away. That's pretty good. Danger. Aquila Metron. Ice Spike. Freeze opponents on hit. Similar to Queen Dizzy's Frozen State. Puts them in Frozen State, you can restore resources, extend combos, reset any juggle combo with this 2D where he otherwise wouldn't be able to. Frozen State causes a restand. What is the F key? Oh, okay. Fuzzy overhead, right. And near the corner, it can create wall slumps from any hit. Okay. Bit Shift Metron. This is the fire cubes. Fires a varying number of projectiles depending on how long it's been bookmarked. When bookmarked, Bit Shift Metron starts at level 1, fires 1 cube. The level of Bit Shift Metron increases over time. And of course, this is the frame data for each cube. Each level firing out extra cube. One Bishop Matron gets level 5, it will no longer gain levels. Level 1 is a slightly worse version of regular Holly Matron, but then once you get more, it gets kind of weird. It gets kind of crazy. That is... this guy. Once it gets to 5, it's like this. Naturally, this is probably a nightmare under these conditions. The stats are so cool. RMS Boost Matron conjures a number of pages increasing with the level of the spell that fire a fast advantageous projectile that applies a guard crush. So it's a guard crush attack, okay? For every 6 spells casted, RMS Boost Matron will increase his level by 1. With every level increasing the damage advantage when blocked. This goes up to level 5, where the spell will do extremely high damage. However, high amount of mana needed to cast enough spells to level up the Boost Matron means it can be challenging to get to level 3. Using utility spells like getting your mana back, cover mana continuous, but more auto import, it helps reach higher levels quicker. This spell functions similarly to Metron's Screamer, albeit further reaching with smaller, lesser active hitbox, worse frame data. These differences hurt this move in neutral. It was far from a bad option. Instead of wall bouncing, allowing combos mid-screen. Okay. Huh. Interesting. So let's play around with that. This does what? So RMS Patron, right? I'm just gonna put so RMS Patron. This is number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. This is number 4. And number 5. Whoops. So your frame advantage just goes from 7 to 15. In terms of the mechanic of which it goes up, so let's see. It's a level 1 now. Does it stay when I use? They level it up. Oh, you know what? Probably because it's a not Bishop Matron, that goes up with time, right? But she gave me a regular RMS Matron. So I guess I can't simulate it, maybe? Pretty sure it's a test case 3 card. Damn it. Okay. It went up to 2. Okay. Yeah, that takes a long time to load. You gotta really be doing... Wait, does stats count? don't. Staffs don't count. Okay. So for RMS Boost Matron, you have to be continuously, just constantly using a lot of different spells. And then this gets to 5, and you get a guard break that puts you at plus 15 on block, which is crazy. Go to marker. It's a teleport.
Danger.
Anything special about it? I mean, yeah, you can essentially like throw cubes, teleport behind them, and now, or you can teleport up, draw cards. That's kind of cool. Sampler 404 makes it so that the next spell card is not discarded. So yeah, that's really good, because if you get this card, what test case is this in? This is in test case 3. So this is right with Bishop Metron and Metron Arpeggio, and Excipher Metron I think is only in 1 and 2, right? Yeah, it's in 1 and 2. But this is a test case 3 card. So it's good to keep this just on you, and then once you get the big stuff, you can throw a staff down, use that card, and just throw shit everywhere. Just to kind of see how that looks. Let's say I have auto import. What is it called? Arpeggio. And what is it? Bishop Matron. And I have, what's this called? Sampler 404? Sampler 404, right? So at full mana, that's charged, and I have that move. I can do something like, let's see, this. Let's see. Test case 3. That was why I was in the wrong test case. So I could do. No. Wrong one. This test case. So I think I can shortcut. I'll talk about the shortcuts in a minute. But test case. This. Yeah, you can get crazy with that. Then we have chaotic option. Bookmarks a powerful spell at random, independent of your current test case. Okay. Bookmarks a powerful spell at random, so it just pulls a random spell, independent of your current test case. So I'm taking it that it can just pull anything. Okay. Functionally weaker than by using an equivalent spell, but chaotic option requires you to spend additional mana and time to activate the spell it provides. However, because chaotic option always grants a particularly strong spell, even from other test cases, you may not have access to valuable to identify what spell is given. In addition, because the random selection includes both overhead and low, instantly canceling chaotic option into the spell can be a very ambiguous mix-up. However, the probability of Terra or Active Metron being bookmarked is 40%, meaning that getting one of the other 3 spells, which each have a significantly longer startup, is more likely. Therefore, instantly canceling is only safe if the opponent is locked down by a Bishop Matron level 5, Blade Tardis Matron, which is the big colorful cube. Additionally, you should end the sequence with recharge mana or bookmark to keep it safe as possible. Okay. May become one of the 5 random spells. Each spell is equally occurs to 20%. You can get all the good shit pretty much. Spell received by chaotic option is not removed need test case. It just replaces the current function of the chaotic options spell. So essentially, you get another random card, but it's one of those cards there specifically. This is in test case 2 and 3. You have one of them in test case 2, two of them in test case 3. And that is all of the cards. Yep. That's all the cards. Definitely, you gotta love Dust Loop. For real. In terms of how to tie it all together, we gonna make it do what it do. We gonna figure it out. Yo. What's going on, fam? You said zombie shooters? I dig it. Done doing my little deep dive. Now, well, in terms of like recording anyway. Yeah, bro. Like, I got ideas now. You said what? Right. Right. I never even like thought to like press a certain direction. I just had a feeling that I don't know. I just was like, oh, I'm just gonna do it. Cause I'm thinking about so many other things. I'm not thinking about, oh, just press a different direction. You can move that joint. So but now that I know that, it's like, oh, okay, bet. I'm just gonna do stuff like this and bring the storm to you. You know? Just bring the storm to whatever my opponent is doing. Or if they're coming toward me, I put it behind me and I just start throwing cubes. Probably my favorite staff. Yeah. Like that. You throw that. Throw this. Repel all of it. Fucking straight, like. And of course, when they get hit, because of the characteristics of the staff, you get affected by it. Okay, so now, because of these characteristics, I'm very curious if there are routes with them, like mid-combo. I doubt it mid-combo because it's 45 frames to cast the staff. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it's the same for everyone. Yeah, it's the same. Okay. So 42 frames, 45 frames. But I know I can do that also. If I'm in test case 3 and I do this, I can do No, not that. Because I can do a cancel here, I think. Yep, I sure can. So that's case 3. This. Bruh. And with the cancel system, I didn't talk about the cancel system. Shit. It's all good. Okay, I might as well do it here. Let's see. The cancel system. Every time you cast a spell using quarter circle forward, whatever, if you press forward and the primary face button, you do the next spell. For example, if I do quarter circle forward K and then press forward P, I'll do portal cubes and then I'll do the auto import. I don't have to do another quarter circle. If you press back P, you do a bookmark. So forward is to use a card, back is to pull a card, down is to charge if you use S, but if you use down and punch or kick, you can do staff. So you can follow up every single cube launch with a staff placement. Instant. Changing mid-flight, changing the behavior of the cube. So yeah, shit like that. Like, so you really can play with the trajectory of things on the fly. Right. So if I do, okay, so if I'm in test case 2, and I do this, that doesn't apply immediately. I gotta do, oh wait, can I do, oh, I can't shortcut from, well, yes I can, okay. In that case, yeah, that got my wheel spinning because of how the cancel system makes everything faster. So if I have if I just got a bunch of cubes, that's regular test case 1 shit. Normal startup stuff. Test case 2. But you know what? Okay. If I have this here, hold on. I'm trying to get my brain to wrap around this concept. Okay. Half, okay. Test case 2. This cancel. I don't think it's fast enough. So no, okay. Okay. So hold slash far slash. Hold slash far slash 2H. Test case 2. that's crazy that you can do that mid combo, yo. Gravity bounces, so launch. Yeah. What if I did that for the bounce though? Oh, can't. Well, maybe I could use this instead. So. Wait, wall bounce is acceleration, right? So yeah. Okay. So I can do yep. Yo, okay. Yo, that's crazy. It is okay. I really gotta I could be so creative with this. Gotta get used to doing. Bro, are you kidding me right now? No, it like the behaviors of doing this like cancel thing, because it was a I'm about to go back to it. But so because you can cancel like moves into moves, I shot a projectile and put propulsion staff behind Dizzy, and as she got hit, the staff came out, reacted, and pushed her toward me, and I could hit her again. OTG. I'm trying to like teach my hands like, yo, you can do this to this stuff, because it's a weird input thing for me. Like that. That's a test case. That denies that whole space. Lightning cube, the stun, propulsion staff behind them. They bounce off propulsion staff. Rainbow cube. They didn't know bottom. Toward me, and then I could probably push them away as well. Okay, I think I need to be in the heat of battle at this point. Because it's entirely too random. After all, I'm just adding to the foundation, which I have a strong foundation already with them. So now that I understand what's going on, now it's time to find out how to practically put it together. Yeah, you can. Oh. Got him. Ah, he got me. this sentence is irritating. Why'd I do that? Not enough time for that. The Sin has a lot of routes that go high-low. And if you're not paying attention, if you're not one hit, that's the cool thing about Sin too. One hit with Sin can lead to a lot of damage. Yeah, he was crazy. Yeah, I gotta get you doing that. And his mana generation speed is based upon his proximity to the opponent. The closer I am, the faster I get mana. The further I'm away, the slower I get mana. I thought it was one staff. Nah, it's proximity. Right. I got the wrong button. I have to hit the cube, not the explosion. Shit, ridiculous too. Oh, the little rank that I placed in gold? Okay. shit. I couldn't get out. I went to grab him and he did the fucking command grab. And they cross the sides when he does that shit. Oh, we can. It's like she has a sixth sense. Yeah. Whoops. Who's up? Yes, up. with with you rolling with the rolling. Not rolling. The rolling thing is it happens based upon certain things. When you like when you get hit in certain states coming down, you tumble, and when you tumble, the only thing you got to do in terms of like to prevent yourself from getting hit again is if you just hold block, don't press no buttons at all. Because if you try to jab out of that at the tumble, it's gonna like mess with you. Like you know how when you try to tech in other games, you just hold the button or you tap the button. Don't do that. Just hold back and hold block, and you'll block the medium. Yeah. If you next time you tumble, just hold back and don't hit no buttons, and you'll block. That's one of them. I missed the direction. Chip is really good. You saw the Chip out for it. He just stayed on me. I couldn't do nothing. He's got combos that put you up the wall. It's crazy. Whoops. I just got to get used to doing my shortcuts with the staffs and placing them also, because it's such a weird input for all that. Shit. That 2D is far. Throw the super and put it behind me and repel it all back to you. Time. Yeah, you had the right idea. You really did. All right, bro. All right, Joe. All right, then. Couple more matches in.
こ
The K still hit me. Oh, she's so irritating, yo.
Duel 2.
Back in time. This is so irritating. Here comes the jam.
Men. Duel 1.
Now I get the spell out. That was good. I knew she was going to attack. I was going to punish it. Oh, the 2K didn't hit. Did.
Duel 3.
A Johnny player.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1.
Wrong button. Lost something to do with that. I get used to it. No cues. Gotta switch test case. Triple. Down, down, pass that. right on timing. Why is my something?
Danger. We've got a new burst max.
Okay, it is register. Let me do that. Yo, I hear nothing but echoes. So what? You in transit? Hey, you just now getting off it a little while ago? Damn. So you said commands, what happened? Talking about in Discord? Alright, give me a second. I gotta go into the settings, mess around with it. Yeah, I know. That's true. Oh, yeah. This. Yeah, I know. Tekken 8. Yeah, the Tekken 8 is in a very volatile state right now. But in terms of like high level Tekken, I think as a really like, you know, just a fun dope fight game to play, yeah. But I can see why people don't consider it competitively viable at this point. Right. Yeah, it's definitely one of those, you know, it's definitely one of those. Yeah, the last round is going to be like the definitive new DOA, or in terms of like current one, because there's a new one coming out, so you'll get DOA 6 with I think some new characters, updated that code, updated graphics. It's gonna be dope. I'm grabbing it. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And go ahead. Right. Right. Yeah. But they did. They did. Yeah. Yeah, but don't. Yeah, but don't. I don't recommend you do Streamlabs. Yeah. Right. I agree. I just realized this Discord chat this whole time was muted on my stream. It's okay though. Yeah, I have a Discord chat audio track recording on my stream. Yeah. But I was recording it a deep dive thing with Asuka anyway, so I got my really important audio. Okay. I'm down. Yeah. Yeah. Can't get out. crazy. Of course. They're getting such weird cards. I'm playing Guilty Gear, but I'm using Asuka. Oh, it's bruh, when you I'm getting to the nitty gritty of this character, bruh. You want to run some matches in Tekken? Which one? Okay. All right. When I after this round, I'll jump to Tekken for a little bit. Oh boy, she got me. Grab. Grab. was going to use cubes and cut them down, but oh well. You said with who? African girl. Oh, you're talking about Maria Zoe? Yeah, Miari Zoe. She's so annoying. Oh yeah, she bad. She just annoying. Yeah. Wait, I think I just finished. Is this a set? Oh, this is one. Yep, that was a set. I just finished the set. You can come take it. It's cool.